Hey, just tore my drum set real fast. It's like 9 o'clock at night, so don't worry about like not playing because I'm not allowed. Starters, I got ZBT hi-hats, not the greatest. Got them for free pretty much from a guy I knew. PDP hi-hat stand. Down there, while I'm down there is my GW 2000 pedal with Tama Iron Cobra beaters. I tend to like switch out the beaters between those and the stock DWs all the time. I'll start with my cymbals next, I guess. This is a 14-inch Wuhan China, not cracked. I mean, this is like a regular one. On a PDP stand, 10-inch Wuhan Splash, killer splash, by the way. Love it. On a Gibraltar arm, 14-inch Mono HCS crash. On a sound percussion boom, ZBT 14-inch or 18-inch crash ride. Love the sound. On a Frankenstein cymbal stand, I guess you would call it. And this is a 14-inch cracked China cymbal. I use it for a little sharp attacks when I'm playing, like, you know, cha-cha-cha, as opposed to a longer ring from this one. You can just tell it's supposed to ride. Next is my drums, I guess. Over here I have a 14, don't know the dimensions exactly, side snare with an Evans G1 generic coated head on it, with tape on it to get the sound I want. I use that as a side snare, like kind of like XS China for accents. This is my Gretsch Catalina Club mod with a Remo Weather King coated control sound, and it's got an E-ring on it. This would be a 12-inch tom, I don't know the dimensions, sorry, with a Remo black suede head and an E-ring, like I said. 16-inch by 14, I know this one surprisingly, with a Remo black suede head and a E-ring on it. This would be my bass drum. It's a 22 by 18 with an EMAD bass drum head with the Remo patch on it to protect it from getting destroyed. I absolutely love this drum set. It's a Gretsch Catalina Club mod in black stripe over red sparkle, and it's just phenomenal. It sounds great. You don't have to have nice cymbals or anything to make the exact set sound good. As a matter of fact, I used the stock heads for the longest time, and it sounded so good. Like, it's not even funny. So look into it. They don't really sell them in this finish anymore, but you can get them in other finishes, and I'm sure they sound phenomenal. But yeah, look into it. Oh, and my snare's on a PDP stand for this one and an Excel for this one. Yeah, it's just all around. The ZBTs are really good, you know. Like, I have a 14-inch crash that cracked really bad, surprisingly. And the vinyl isn't the greatest. Like, I use cheap headphones when I drum because I break them a lot when I do them. Like, I use special ones for like the bus and such. I know that sounds stupid, but yeah, don't really get those if you don't. I just got this for $10 to replace that one, so I can afford to buy another one and use that one as an extra. The ride, really nice. I had to throw some tape on there. Sorry about that. Not the greatest ride, but not the worst either. I've seen worse, way worse, like the Excel stock and stuff. Oh, they're just terrible. Wuhan is something I'm going to suggest everyone looks into. They are cheap. This was like 25 and this was like 20, and they're both phenomenal. They cut through everything. Like, you don't get much more cut from anything but these. It's just a great deal. My bass drum is a Virgin bass drum, by the way. Now the double pedals, they are DW. You get the DW name and feel and all that, but the quality isn't as good as I assumed. They tend to, like, sometimes the beaters will, like, the beaters are great. Like, the main pedal is fine, but the slave pedal, solid pedal, whatever you want to call it, is great. And the only thing I have actual problems with is connector pedal, or the connector rod. Sometimes if you don't tighten it tight enough, this is probably common with all double pedals, if you don't tighten it tight enough, it falls off. But, you know, that's probably pretty dang common. You know, I mean, I can understand why that happens. You don't have to be stupid. And I don't get why people are all like, oh, you have matching hardware. No, like, I don't use matching hardware at all for a reason, because matching hardware is for people who, like, are perfectionists. Me, I'm doing it for fun. And, like, if you see drum covers up soon, check them out, because they're not the greatest, but I mean, they're not gonna be the worst. Now these over here, these are bongos. Great. This is my bass. You can't really see it 'cause it's got a shirt on it, but, like, it's an OLP 5-string, you know. Pretty decent. My guitar's over there, California. I'm really big into music, you know. Keyboards are Yamaha. It's my wall coasters. Pretty fun. One thing I do want to say about the Gretsch drum set is the fact that the heads that come with it are great, like the Rezo and the stock. You know, you don't get much better than these. Like Evans G1 Generis, really? That's awesome. Well, I'm like gonna head to bed, so I'll see y'all around.